Happiness starts with great D&D music. Yes. Yes, great D&D music. Happiness starts with great D&D music. Yes. Alright. Let's see. What ta 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 ta. Yes, baby Sif, get it.
So I keep thinking intently for long.
Yes. He seems so happy. Are you so happy, buddy? He's like, I get it. Eating stuff and things. I need to make sure this is on the right screen. Yep. Alright, it is. Full character sheet. Mini character sheet. You know you can have a mini character sheet version? If you open if you open your character and you on the bottom left it says mini, you click that and it just gives you like the snapshot of what you need. It's a true story. Your friend Io is watching the stream. What's that guy doing? He's lurking.
So good. I want to see what the GM sees.
That's why I've got it on. That's why I've got it on the Esri, the Esri screen, not the GM screen. Let's see, Discord. All right, are we gonna do a recount, or are we just jumping right into it?
Yeah, I was doing a recount.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't the official roll.
Does Sif get to do it again? Is that 3 in a row?
No, I was doing a recount. No, we broke.
Who lost? Io did? Yes!
That was a practice roll.
No, the percentile were practice.
Okay, anyway, recap. What happened? We're on the ship that was burning down and it was sinking, so we had to get out. There was only one lifeboat. Io really wanted to take one of the ballista on the ship because, you know, we could always have a good ballista come in handy. But Kayan would not help me lift the ballista, so I couldn't do it on my own. So we had to leave it behind. I mean, we're bound to run into a kraken or, I don't know, pirates, and that could come in handy, but that's just me. Anyway, we try to make a jump for the boat, the lifeboat. I make it. Cliff doesn't make it. He decides to go for another swim, thinking that, you know, since I almost drowned a couple minutes ago, why not go for another swim? And,
That's the exact opposite. I was thinking, oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's that hide armor that's causing you to sink. But anyway, after some difficulty, we managed to, you know, lower the lifeboat into the water. And I'm trying to rescue Sif again with using oars to pull him out, but he can't swim good enough to maintain his stance in the water, so he starts sinking. So the oars don't work. Eventually, Esri, the NPC elf, gives him the ability to walk on water. She makes it. So everybody's back in the boat. Esri managed to pull herself up after drinking lots of salt or ocean or whatever kind of water it is. And after a long night of rowing in the boat, we find a pirate ship. Well, we thought was a cargo ship, and there's an island that we're rowing to. Oh, and before we left the ship, Sif found a map, a compass, a spyglass that showed this island that's nearby. So that's what we were trying to row to, the island. But during the night, found a cargo ship type of thing. We sneak on board, and we find out that the crew of pirates.
Arr.
Arr. And so we tried to parlay, we tried to work out, some type of peaceful arrangement, and apparently they really want this map that was stolen from them. And so Sif shows them the map, and we agree to go below deck. They give us food and meat and blankets and things.
Dildos.
Because it was pretty cold outside. After some sly diplomacy and bargaining and a game of arm wrestling, Io's character, he wins, 20% of the loot plus, shipping to the next, nearest mainland after we get the loot. We go to sleep. The next morning, the captain and most of the crew go to the island by themselves, even though we still have the map, so that was kind of suspicious. So we don't really know what's going on there. We have a little dwarf buddy that came with us from the last boat that helped us sail the lifeboat. He decides to drink himself into a dead stupor, and he dies drinking the captain's select premium mead. And he found out that he did, and then he causes this big old mess where the captain's really, really particular about people drinking his stuff. So we tried to distract the remaining crew so Sif can replace the barrel. Doesn't really work out very well, and they find out what was going on, but he helps us cover everything up because he's like, the captain's going to be so mad that he's going to kill us all. So he agrees to keep our secret. And then after some more shenanigans with Sif finding an alchemy kit and trying to mix random things together that he has no idea what they are, what they do, bad thing happen causes the chemical mix dissolves the wood on the floor, which was terrible. After a little exploring, Ezri disappears for some reason. We can't find her. We talked to some of the crew. Sif finds a secret. Actually, Sif goes back into the cargo hold, and we find that one of the crew is dead on the floor. He completely bleeding out. He looked like he was stabbed straight through the chest. And shortly thereafter, Sif finds a secret compartment that reveals a third very small hole with about 10 slaves in it, all chained up. So, needless to say, we're not very happy at this revelation that they're slavers and pirates as well. So we're trying to find the key to the chains. I run up back to the main deck. I find Ezri, our NPC elf, who has a rapier, and it's covered in blood, and she's very, very pissed.
Is that how Ezra sounds?
Yes, that's how she sounded. She was screaming bloody murder. She was very pissed. She's like, "You lied to us. You have slaves. Forced me to kill this guy. Give me the key." And I just come up and I'm completely shocked. And I'm in full support of Ezra that these guys got to go down because not only are they pirates, they lied to us, and they're keeping slaves. So it's not cool. And that's where we are at.
And Baby Sif approves.
Baby Sif does not approve.
Oh, look at that cute jumpsuit.
Baby Sif is the captain of the ship.
Yes.
What?
Captain Baby Sif.
Say what?
Baby Sif will not help you roll good. If anything, he's going to make you roll bad.
I don't think.
Roll better, are you kidding me?
I don't think he needs any help. I don't think he needs any help.
Baby Sif wants Sif's character to die. So
I see Pikachu hiding. In the laundry.
What?
Oh, and the.
You're hiding.
Oh, there's broken out laundry.
Broken always has laundry. That's so much laundry. At least now it's all folded and not in a giant pile, and Pika's just chilling over there.
Broken folds his laundry?
Generally, I hang up like T-shirts and stuff, but I see your coat behind you, Io.
It's not really a coat, it's more like a jacket.
Baby Sif does not take well to this. That product placement for a Subway cup. Eat fresh.
Actually, Subway sucks. Just don't eat there.
Is it the same cup you just fill with water?
Yeah, I just use it as a big cup. You know, wash it, put some water in there.
I was gonna say if you went to Subway over here, you got a problem.
I think he goes every day.
In a long time. Subway's quality has gone downhill. It sucks.
I think he's just
Jimmy
saying
John's
that.
Or like
Firehouse is where it's at. Yimmy Yawns, though. Jimmy's where it's at. Yimmy Yawns.
Maybe. Yeah, you're sleepy.
Uh-oh, baby Sif is sleepy. Alright, so you come running up there, Io, and Ezri's threatening to do bad things to this guy, and she's like, what the hell's going on? You tell us. You tell me what's going on, or I'm gonna run this rapier through you. Essentially. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, I thought we were all friends here. And Ezri kind of turns to see you running up the stairway, Io.
Can't see broken, I just see wood.
I know. I know.
And after I get over my shock, seeing Ezri with the dripping, bloody rapier and everything, I'm fully backing her up. I'm like, yes, give her some answer. We're going to meet the pointy end of my spear, her rapier, and you better tell us why you're keeping slaves in the bottom of the ship and why you lied to us. And what the captain is really doing on that island.
It's like, oh, so you found the cargo hold, huh? Well, that complicates things. And his little minion there takes kind of a 5-foot step next to him, standing with his long sword, kind of like, oh god, I think this woman's gonna kill you. Where is...
And then I yell to Sif, who's below deck. Sif, it's gonna be trouble. You better get up here.
I don't think Sif could hear you. Make a listen check. I don't think any check Sif makes. Nope. Doesn't hear shit.
All I'm doing, I'm on the second floor, looking around for it. Because I was taking too long, and I don't hear anything.
Well, I'm like one deck below, and I'm so close. You can't hear me. You need to listen some more.
My ears are currently full of water.
So I take like a 5-foot step, closer steps. I'm like, give us some answers, or you lose your opportunity for a peaceful resolution.
This guy steps to the stairs. He's like, look, it's very easy. We just have some cargo. Sito says that. We just have some cargo we have to deliver. It's, all the spices and then maybe a few slaves. Who knows? But they bring great prices at in Freeport when we get to the city. Listen, the captain, we can just forget that this happened. The captain promised you 20%. We'll just make sure you get 20% of all of the cargo. I'll talk to him. And we can pretend this never happened.
Like, that is not acceptable. You have one choice. Release the slaves, all of them, and drop us off at the nearest port with the map, or there's going to be hell to pay.
He He kind of looks down at the wheel and he's like, "Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, even though the captain and his men be on the island, Sito's still here. Sito might have a few tricks up his sleeve." And you see him reach behind his cloak, and in his left hand he's got a blue vial. And he's like, shrugs, he's like, "Your move."
Like, I see your vial, and I take my spear out, and I raise you my spear, and I point it at the direction of his bodyguard friend, which I think we established his name was Ben.
Yes.
Ben.
Ben. Did we name him Ben?
I think so. I think we named him Ben.
Hold on. Ben.
And I'm like, there's no need to die for this ship. You're outnumbered, you're outgunned, and all your captain and all your mates are on the island. Don't die for this. Not worth it.
Sito kind of looks at you, looks at Ezri, and he's like, "If it's a fight you want, we could give you a fight. Ben, don't let him up the stairs. But listen, we can come to a very amicable agreement. It's very easy. I told you, you could have 20% of even the slaves."
Yeah, like I said before, we don't make money off of slaves. We were just kidnapped by a bunch of pirates similar to you who are going to sell us as slaves, most likely. We're not going to tolerate that from you guys. So it's the only one way it's going to go. You give us the key to free the slaves, you abandon the ship, and you live, or we do it the easier way and we just kill you and take the ship, because we have no qualms killing people that are slavers and pirates have lied to us.
He's like, or where are the slaves going? Where are you gonna free them? You gonna put them in the other raft and send them to the island? What's your plan, matey? They've got to make it to Freeport.
You don't have to decide whether you want to live or die. Because I might be a little bit reasonable over here, but my friend Ezri over here, she's ready to kill you right now. So I'm giving you a chance, one chance to live, or she's gonna kill you. I'm gonna watch.
Ezri just kind of
killed your friend below deck, as you can see with the bloody rapier. I don't think she has any qualms about killing you too.
Ezri just kind of looks at you, Io, and he's like, "Well, we could take his money." And she smirks. I hear there's some captains reserved down there. Maybe we test out really how bad that stuff is on him.
Yeah, I mean, it did kill Franklin. I mean, there's something in there that we don't know a whole lot about.
Poor Franklin. Poor Franklin. Well, roll initiative, Io.
Alright. Well, I haven't got quite warmed up yet. Roll an 8.
You're saving it. You're saving it. You want to count.
mean, I'm pretty fine. Well, when they can come and charge me. I mean, he has to come down the stairs, and I got a weapon with reach, so if he has to come down to hit me, gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, I'm playing with a couple of the dice rolls in the Sif cow.
There's a cow.
The cow is real.
Baby ate Sif and the cow is taking over.
Where is on this mini? Where's the... Oh! Gonna roll these out and then gonna go get some pizza. Let's see. Let's get... Tiburon doesn't need to be in here. Franklin's dead. Kaylin's downstairs. And... Initiative. Roll all initiative. Bam!
Did you just help Ida with roll initiative?
Probably.
Yeah, I got double my initiative I did have.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my pizza out of the oven. Figure out what you're gonna do.
You go first. I mean, you both have the same amount of initiative.
Ezri's holding her initiative.
Ezri's holding her initiative.
She has 38 health. It must be a lot higher level than us. It's not cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, she has like 38 HP.
Yeah, we just made a faux gate out of 2 of our dining room chairs and a bunch of pillows. Maybe you cannot leave the living room.
The baby is probing the walls for weaknesses as we speak.
Oh, he actually is. It's hilarious to see him push on things to see what gives way, and then move to the next thing to see if it gives way.
Clever girl.
I think he is cheering at his escape.
Like, let me out of there.
Huzzah, I have conquered this land. Conquered land? Alright, he was stuck standing on his castle chairs.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I think the pizza rolls ain't broken instead of the other way around.
The pizza rolls.
The attack of the killer. Attack of the killer pizza rolls. Attack of the killer tomato.
Still probably a better movie than Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
both classics. How can you choose between them?
Uh,
Or like,
I hate those movies. Those are just such terrible movies.
What was
have
those
you seen,
terrible movies?
Santa Claus Invades Mars or something like that? The exact title.
No.
It's like really old B movie sci-fi, and like Santa Claus goes to Mars and finds all these Martians.
What? Be crazy, yo. Be
It's
crazy.
classic. You gotta see it.
Alright, what do you do, Io?
Well, I guess my turn. Well, I have a weapon with reach, so I take a stab at good old Ben.
You're attacking Ben! Poor Ben.
Ben Packet.
Ben
Well,
Pack.
Combat start, there's no room for negotiation or anything like that, so. It's like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do this, but you're in my way. You can jump overboard, but. Alright. So, combat, so is, you're gonna add the guys to the combat thingy so I can roll on them, or just.
They're already in there.
Are they? I don't see them in my combat tracker.
Well, yeah, you won't see them as the enemy. But you can drop the dice on them.
Really? I don't.
On the map.
Oh, on the map. Okay.
Yeah, you won't see them on the combat tracker.
No, but like I don't know if the last time you were on combat tracker, we just dropped it in there.
Rogan's hinting at something.
Oh, you guys like secret things that someone wants to see, probably.
I
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Go to.
Like Ben's gonna burst into a swarm of spiders or something.
Nope, still can't see him. Nope, you have to drop it on the map on him.
Okay, drop it
Swarm of
on
spiders, come on.
the map.
Oh! Oh,
Hit.
damn! Is that a crit?
Well, my crit is 20. I
Nope.
believe. So
That's just the natural.
Yes.
Yeah, just on natural 20. Okay. Alright, that is not a critical. But roll damage, that's a hit for sure.
Die, Ben, die!
Like, as I do it, it's like, I'm sorry, Ben.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Shit.
It's you and me.
I always loved you.
You stab him directly in the throat as you're like, I'm sorry, Ben! And he's just like, hits the ground. Thud. Poor Ben. He didn't even know what hit him. Literally.
Do I hear the thud?
No. Why is this?
Damn it.
What is going
Get
on?
some hearing aids.
Why is Fantasy Grounds broken?
I
Why?
don't know. We skipped one from round 1 to round 4.
Hide NPC. So, like that you can see him?
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I was doing that.
No ripple bot.
Yep. So, obviously Io's standing right here. But Sito takes a step back and he's like, listen! There's nothing I could do at this point either besides kill you, so I don't really want to have to do that. I can cook for you as well. If you're taking over the ship, it's fine. I can cook for you as well. You can do whatever you want with the slaves. Just don't murder me too. Poor
Your
Ben.
options are to stay and fight or jump overboard.
Shit.
If I don't kill you, Ezri will.
Such great alcohol.
Right? But he
Good
makes
thing we got 3 barrels of.
He shakes his head and he quaffs the potion in his hand and throws the vial shattering down onto the ground. And he pulls out a punching dagger in his left hand that had the vial, and then a light crossbow. The light crossbow's on his hip. You can see him pull out like a circular vial, and he looks at you and he smiles and he's like, either the girl or you. One of you two can come at me, I guess. Dead Ben. So Ezri moves over to the side, blocking his escape. And she still holds the rapier towards him, eyeing him curiously. As it's Io's turn.
Alright, well, I guess gotta move past Ben. So is that like an encumbrance for my movement?
No, Ben's dead. He's on the ground bleeding out of his throat.
Oh, well then I nonchalantly, tiptoe over Ben. Careful not to get any blood on my shoes or anything like that, because just had those claims. I'm gonna take a step over here to stab Sito.
Poor Sito. He lived such a short life.
We shall see.
Poor Sito. Remember him.
He's quicker than he looks.
And you miss. The Nat 2 does not hit.
No, Ripplebot. That's a creepy goblin. I like it.
Right?
It's just very creepy. It's your move, buddy.
Make a reflex save, Io.
Reflex, that doesn't sound.
So he throws this vial at you, and you just dodge it in the nick of time as it goes hurling past you and hits into the water behind you in the ocean, and you see it kind of fizzle as it just goes into the water and is swallowed up by the waves. And he's, curse you! Yeah, exactly like that. The Matrix Io. He takes another 5-foot step backwards, and he draws his light crossbow. And Ben's dead. And Ezri takes a 5-foot step forward, and she's like, meh, and holds initiative for Io.
Strike at him again. Like, haha, is that the best you got? Oh gosh.
Roll the fumble table. Roll the fumble table. Roll the fumble table. Roll the fumble table.
Yeah.
I want a mulligan. Where is the fumble again?
Go into tables. And then go
yeah,
to
right.
fumble effect. And then just hit the roll button.
The target critically hits you with a basic attack. If this action is impossible, your original target gains an action point.
So he can't hit you because you're out of his range, and you can't do a critical ranged attack. So he gets an action point, which means he gets 2 turns, essentially. So basically, you like go to stab him, and he steps on your spear and plants it down, and he's just gonna shoot 2 bolts into your chest.
Jerk.
Let's see. Light crossbow. Nope, need to hit first. That's full attack. Attack, light crossbow. IO. That's a miss. And one more. Oh! Oh! It's a critical!
That's not cool.
No. No, that's not cool.
Like, damn it, Sif!
Oh! So you take 6 points of damage, make a fort save.
Fortitude.
Sif's back. The cow is no longer real. You fail your fortitude save, you are poisoned.
Poisoned.
So the tips of his bolts are poisoned, and you officially are now slowed for the next 1d6 plus 3 rounds. So for 4 rounds, you can only do half standard actions per round. So you don't get a full standard action. You have slowing poison, so you don't you get half standard, which means you pretty much can't attack for 3 rounds.
It's not cool.
Seeing this, Ezri comes in to charge him with her rapier. We'll see if she can take him out. She's not real well with her rapier, and she misses. That 10 doesn't do it. So it's Io's turn.
Sif, get up here.
He can't hear you. He's lost in his barbarian thoughts.
He was saying he'd be getting all the bad rolls, but
I'm rummaging around the bottom, lifting up trunks, trying to figure out if there's stuff.
Well, I can't really attack. Can I, like, move to, like, the opposite corner, like, here and kind of, like, flank him? Maybe Ezra gets a flanking bonus on the opposite side of him?
Yes, you can. That is the ballista as well. So you're kind of like standing on your home of the ballista, but helping Ezra get flanking bonus.
I was just kind of like, you know, as a swift action, kind of just like menacing with my scrap, and it came in slow motion, like.
Well, after your critical, your miss there, it's more like you get your spear out from under his foot, and do a couple twirls and get behind him, ready to act as you flash green, because I imagine slowing poison flashes green for some reason. So Sito laughs as you turn behind him. He makes a 5-foot step to the side, and as he does this, you see him reach into his pack and throw a vial of liquid at you, and again misses one of his poison bombs at you. As you're moving in slow motion, you Matrix style move out of the way, dabbing in mid-air, avoiding a bomb hitting your face, and it skates into the water. This guy really can't hit the broadside of a bard. So Ezri jumps over to by the wheel, and she makes an attack roll. Again with her rapier. Yeah. No.
Damn it.
No.
We got sick disease.
Tiny little goblin man.
If Sif was here, he'd be rolling nat 20s.
How many more rounds am I slowed for?
How many rounds was it? 4? So this is round 2 of 4.
I mean, if I don't move, that's like a full round action. So I mean, I can only take half the standard action.
Correct.
But can I use like a full round action to attack, like using the full round instead of moving?
Yeah, because you're not moving at all. So you can technically attack him.
Okay, so I'm standing on the ballista and I take a swipe. That's Sito. Full and do we get like a flanking bonus or anything to hit since attacking him from the opposite side?
+2.
For Sito.
Modifiers +2. Damn it! What is he wearing? That's a 17.
Probably gonna just. I think it's probably a 20.
You saw him quaff something at the beginning of the fight, right?
Why can't our potion maker tell me about these things beforehand?
I'll make
He's
an
downstairs looking through shit.
make an opposing grapple check.
Grapple check.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Doesn't sound good for me.
This is gonna be awesome.
Good.
I'll make a swim check as he mule kicks you off of the ballista, off of the side of the boat.
I really hate you right now.
Dick.
I don't know what you're doing.
And you fly backwards into the water. Boosh!
Swim check.
Well, you slowly fall into the water and apparently can't swim either. That's hilarious. Sif, make a listen check. We'll give you a DC 10 as Io's flying into the water. Oh, God! Yeah, you hear it. You hear, oh, God!
He's probably been
Splash.
sitting below deck lifting it this whole time.
So hearing that, I grab my axe and start sprinting towards the top deck. Hear Io screaming in pain / horror /
So emotion because I'm still like, yeah.
That's crazy. So Ezri attempts to return the favor and grapple this guy, and she succeeds. Holy shit.
So
So
now me and Sito battling out in the water.
how'd you know?
The Kraken.
So she just like
I'm cracking.
hey, it was your idea.
Now I'm in the water poisoned.
So she literally just drops her rapier and spears him off the side of the boat. And they also go flying into the water.
We
Goosh!
slap each other like this.
Well, you're now underwater fighting, and nobody has the feat. So by this time, Sif, I'm sure makes it. Oh shit! Go ahead and move.
Yeah, making it just in time for she is all in the water.
Yeah, no, he doesn't see that.
So I just run to the top deck, axe in hand, and just am looking around.
And you see nothing except for Ben over there lying in a pool of his own blood.
So I'm gonna run and look at Ben, assuming he had something to do with this.
Okay, as you do that, it's definitely Io's turn.
Yeah.
So Io, you need to make
We're
a.
down here. Oh no, it's going in the water.
So your move action, Io, is first you're drowning. So you need to make a DC 10 swim check to be able to not be drowning and to keep yourself afloat. So go ahead and make DC 10 swim check. That's your movement right now, because you're not until you can actually make that check. You can't attack. You're just kind of like flailing about. Nice. You're like barely treading water. And you get a half standard action. So
Well, I can't really attack or anything, so I yell at Sif like, Sif, we're down here. I know you don't want to I know you're not very friendly with the water, but bring us a rope or something. Or shoot the ballista at him.
You really want that to happen?
Oh shit! I don't think they're far enough away from the boat for that to happen. That'd be hilarious if Sif gets up there and shoots him with the ballista.
Point it straight down, maybe.
Maybe. That'd be hilarious if Sif ends him with the ballista.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the angle, but I mean, if it was closer to the end, they could point it straight down. I don't know. I'm just trying not to drown. I'm not trying to. I don't want to be a Sif.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not good from what I hear. Where's this guy's skills? Let's see his swim ability.
You better have a poor swim check. Like being a goblin is -2.
He doesn't have any armor on him.
AC so high.
Yeah, he's not doing a really good job of swimming either.
Drown, damn
Kick him
you.
in the face. Don't worry about fighting him. Just kick him in the.
So, as he's drowning, he's going to suffer -4 to underwater combat, but he's still going to attempt to shoot you with his light crossbow.
Underwater?
Hell yeah, -4. It's like blind fight. Oh, he misses. So he's like, pew! As he's like trying to gather his senses underwater. Ben's dead. It's Sif's turn.
I'm gonna move over towards the ballista.
Okay. So, you see this whole mess going on. You've got Io almost drowning, barely treading water. You've got the Sito guy not treading water and just still like flailing about trying to shoot Io with bullets. And Ezri's like under the water, but you can't quite make out if she's like swimming or not.
Alright. Are there any like rocks / and balls next to me?
So there's giant bolts next to on the other side of the ballista that would go into it.
Are they giant bolts that one could possibly use as a javelin?
How high is your dexterity? I don't like this plan.
Yes, Sif. Yes, there is. There happens to be bundles of them.
Oh god.
The end of Io. 8/14/17.
So I'm gonna. You said they're on the other side, so I'm going to step to the other side, grab one of them, and try to just throw it, like aim down. Not really throw it, but I'm gonna try to just drop it on top of him.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Make a strength check. DC 15 to be able to lift it up. These do, as you start to lift it, you could tell that it's large enough to go in the ballista, that it seems like it should be handled by two persons, and you just pick it up with one hand and you're like, all right, javelin time. All right, make a ranged attack against poor Sito.
I dropped it on him. Work.
Huh. Do it from the combat tracker.
On.
At least it wasn't a critical miss.
So it goes in between Io and Sito. Yeah, exactly.
Except, what the hell are you doing? You almost hit me.
That's hilarious.
Now I'm goblin on a stick. What's up?
Goblin on a stick. So you see Ezri just float up to the surface, and she's standing on the water, and she just smiles while she's looking at Sito. and kind of points and laughs. It's Io's turn.
You know, so I'm still treading water stuff. Like, hey, look at Ezra. Like, it'd be kind of nice if we could get that walking on water thing too. So, the Dravelin method is sneaking. So, can I catch it, or is it gone?
No.
If you grab it, it's gonna kill you.
Go ahead. Please make a swim check, DC 20, to swim to grab the javelin as it's going down to the depths.
I don't like my
I can give you another one.
So I assume, do I still have my spear with me, or is it on the boat?
Roll percentiles. If it's above 60%, you lost it. Your spear is somewhere in the ocean.
That's not cool. I shouldn't have said anything at all. Oh, I punch him. Like, damn it, you made me lose my spear. Full round act.
You can't do that, though, because then you would start to drown. Because you got to be able to keep yourself afloat. And you're still slowed by the poison. So, for this round and the next round, you're still poisoned.
Well, then I just try to swim.
DC 10. To stay treading water. You're drowning again. You have the Sif disease. You guys, this is the worst water campaign for you guys' luck ever.
If we ever get off of this freaking boat...
If I would have known this, I wouldn't be wearing any armor. And I'm professional fucking Michael Phelps here.
As soon as we make land, I'm never going near water again.
That's what I said.
So he's doing a great job of drowning himself.
Great.
So
I like this.
He tries to grab onto Io, but he's just flailing about, and you can see swallowing some water. It's definitely Sifston.
Another bolt getting dropped on him.
It's like spearing fish in a barrel.
Yes.
Strength check, DC 15. Nice. You lift it up again. If you hit him, you do 2d6 damage.
Pretty much means I'm dead.
How is he agile in the water?
Yeah, doesn't he have a penalty? Being in the water minus 4
Not even moving.
Well, he's not technically flat-footed, so he is flailing about.
He's no-footed.
He's drowning. How can he dodge that?
Because it's only an 11.
Very true.
What are you even going to do, Ezri?
Cast water walk.
Walking, circle him to the
Save a
ground.
drowning.
Send him to hell.
Kayan, toss me my rapier! Hand me my longsword!
Once I get it, I just throw it here. Nah.
So she catches the rapier, and I'm gonna say that's her full round action, as you have to throw it to her and send it to her, and she just catches it and literally walks over to where this guy's drowning. And it's Io's turn.
Oh, no more spearfishing. She's nice.
Alright, Io. This is another round where you're still slowed. Your last slowed round. Make a swim check, DC 10. See if you're taking damage for drowning this time. Or if you could get yourself under
to be in the
control.
water again. I'm not even gonna take any more bath. I'm just gonna like sand scrub me down.
Look at that. You're like doing the breaststroke now. Or you're just backstroking. You're good. So, now you get a half standard action. What do you do?
I swim like this way to get some room so I don't get hit by these freaking bolts that Sid thinks is a great idea.
You say that until he natural ones it.
Hey, if he natural ones it, he's gonna be hitting Ezra because she's right there. I mean, he's just dropping it down, so there's no way he can hit me.
Little do you know I trip, fall, throw it over the edge, right?
I mean... Alright, so Sito gets control of his swimming and swims perfectly over to Io and makes a grapple check against Io to attempt to headlock him and drown him. Io, DC 16, because that's what he rolled on grapple. So, grapple DC 16.
Grapple in the water, that should be like minus
He took
-2.
minus
He
2.
gets a -4 to underwater combat.
Okay, hold on. That's true. 12. -4 for Io as well.
It's like same thing.
Never mind. I was trying to look out for you, buddy.
Oh shit!
16, mana.
Is that with your
So that's the
-4?
-4, so I beat
No, that's
you.
with the -4. You win.
Yeah.
Nice. So he attempts to grapple you and you fend off his grapple. You get yourself an attack of opportunity as he's attempting to grapple you and he fails.
So I guess attack him with my hands because I don't have my long spear anymore apparently. So how do I just roll melee attack?
Yeah. Just trying to underwater punch him. -4 to attack.
Oh yeah.
Underwater punches.
Punch him in the face.
It's more like a bitch slap across the face. Not
You know why it's in this.
That's about it. He's like slapping him slow underwater, and there's just a lot of, you know, when you're a kid and you're at the pool just like splashing about, that's what's going on right now. Sif's turn.
Whose idea was to start combat? Let's sell these slaves.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and hold my eye.
Oh god, no. Like no, bad idea. New plan. New plan.
I'm analyzing that because I kind of see Io like fighting and like starting to win a little. So I'm not gonna try to murder.
Esri walks over and she's like, "Let me know if you need any help. I don't want to. It looks like you got this under control."
Oh yeah, I got
And she
this.
gives you a
Look at
thumbs
that.
up.
I got this.
She gives you a sly thumbs up. It's Io's turn. Now you can actually make actions. Make a swim check, DC 10, to make sure you're not drowning this turn. Yes!
Boom.
Alright, you can make an attack roll. Remember, -4 until you take underwater combat as a feat. What a waste of a feat.
It might have to be a feat we take apparently.
So I'm trying to go up, hit him on the head, or just hit him like this.
Bonk!
Try to get some momentum, like raise him arrow above the water, just like.
Alright.
Bonk. Till Io bonks himself in the face.
It just
I'm gonna hit with my
splashes
foot
water.
die. There's this potion wearing off. How many rounds does potion have?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a few. Look up the spell Mage Armor in the player's handbook. Look under duration. It's a little bit of time. I was looking it up. He's like, how long does this last? The hell is this?
Duration 1 hour.
Yep.
/level.
/level. Now keep in mind, each round is 5 seconds.
I don't know, bro.
So you see Sito growl, and he reaches into as he's pushing you away, as you guys are having your slap fight. He pushes you away, and you see him grab one of those bombs off of his belt again, and he just like tries to smash it against your face.
And you know, me and Ezra are both like, you know, flanking him, so he should get penalties for that too. Water and being flanked.
That doesn't give him penalties, and Ezra's not even. Ezra's standing on the water, just looking at you guys.
Like
I'm yelling down as I see this.
some water walking skills would be nice.
Just ask for help.
So he misses as he attempts to shove the bomb in your face, and it's still in his hand.
Wrong.
Like Sith, come in the water, it's great.
No. No.
Like Sith, help us get this guy.
The chances of that happening are...
I'd be better off just breaking this boat than towards it. I will go pick up Ben's lifeless body.
Oh shit!
Before we get onto.
No more dropping of things in the water.
No, I'm just sitting up there yelling at Io to ask for help. I overheard Ezra say, if you need my help, just ask. I'm just like, let her help you. Let her help you.
It's funny how this comes to play for Io's character. Hold on, we're rolling initiative. It's been 4 rounds in. Roll initiative! And Ezra's on top. Ezra just kind of again defers. Looks like he's got it under control. Don't worry, Kayan. He's got this. Let's see. I think I need to delete that token and put his token in, and that'll make it so that you can... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so... Punching dagger. And Io's face. Oh! That's probably gonna hurt.
You -4?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was a high roll, man.
Not good.
Make a fort save versus poison. He shanks you in the kidney.
That unpoisoned's not cool.
Well, make a fort save. DC 10. Slowing
DC
poison.
10, here we go. Damn, whatever you gave me, take it back.
So, 1d4 plus 3 rounds, you're slowed for another 4 rounds.
Okay, I'm like, Ezra, I need some help now. I'm like, when it's my turn, I'm definitely asking for help.
You're just bleeding all over the place.
Even slow. I mean, I only have like, I don't know how much left. I can't get the broadside or bomb in this freaking water. Hard enough to hit him before.
It's true. Don't worry, Sif will be back. He'll save you. He's gonna throw Ben onto him. You never fight the cook.
Back, sorry.
I just got slowed and poisoned again. for 4 more rounds.
Did he have his -4?
Yes. He rolled a natural 19.
He did. I don't know.
He rolled a nat 19 to his punching dagger, which also has poison on it.
What's the water? I don't care. I'm not poisoned.
Well, the good news is it's your turn. You can save the day.
I don't know if I
We're
want
gonna
to
try this again. We're gonna do press on luck. We're gonna grab another bolt.
I can't take any help from Seth. I can't
We're gonna grab a
risk
bolt.
DC 15. Yes. Just they're getting heavier for some reason, Sif.
We're gonna drop it on Cito's face.
It's just you lift it up and just drop it. It just goes straight down. It's like you can see that he's trying to aim, but it's just not. It's not working out. Oh,
The gods want me dead.
it's really Io's turn. Sorry, Sif's too fast on that arrow.
And I'm like, okay, Ezra, could use some help now.
It burns.
Save me, save me.
DC 10 swim check.
Heal me.
You're swimming.
You're not dead.
All right, you can go ahead and make a half standard action.
Move a little bit this way. Trying to swim away. It's like, Ezra, could use some help.
She's like, all right, all you had to do was ask. She like walks over to him and just like stabs him with the rapier in the back, and he's obviously squealing out as she just like coup de grace in the back, because of course he can't. He's flailing about and she's standing there. Easy target. Bop. Takes her time, aims up the shot, stabs him in the back. And now he attempts to throw the bomb at her. Oh, god damn it. So, Ezri takes a vial of green liquid right to the face, and it's just acid burning her face. And you see her just like screaming in pain as she takes a couple steps back and is just hunched over screaming, "Oh, oh God, it burns!"
No! Who's idea was to play D&D tonight?
Another bolt!
Yes!
Another bolt!
How many of you do that? Just like the fourth or fifth one?
Another bolt!
I don't know anything above a 10 with these attack checks.
Hey, I can lift them. Be happy.
I'd be happy if you didn't lift them at all. You missed, you hit me.
Io, it's okay. I've got good news, buddy. You get a half standard action.
Half standard action. I mean, I just keep on swimming.
He's just swimming away. He's like, oh God! Oh God! Make a swim check.
Just kind of like floating, just like trying to like back to that, like no strength, but I'm poisoned. So
DC 10. At least you're able to swim.
I'm just kind of like floating. I'm kind of stay like floating back, kicking my little feet.
Sito makes his swim check.
I think his name is Despacito.
Despacito. Yes! Overwhelmingly. Natural 18. He swims right up to Io and point blank, light crossbow to the face.
Don't forget the -4. -4.
What's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's not like he's gonna nat 20. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
I'm so dead.
Oh god, it's so much pain and suffering. It's okay, don't worry. Don't worry, it doesn't do a lot of damage.
I don't have that much health left. I have like 3 health.
It's okay, it doesn't do a lot of damage.
I'm disabled. 3, exactly enough needed to disable.
So you're at 0 hit points. You're not dead until you get to -11. You are, however, now drowning. As unconscious people can't swim.
I see him go under. I just start yelling it. Start pointing on the other side of Tito.
I'm like, just hypothetically, so now would be a good time to jump in the water and take a chance here. I dived in for you.
You hear Ezri scream out as she's still like burning her face with acid, and she's glowing in gold as you can see her healing herself.
That only has like 1 HP from like.
Let's see. Let's roll percentiles. Does Sito attempt to finish off Io?
Just murdered. Tito just shot him in the face. This is a lot of turn.
Well, it was Ezri, then it's Sito, then it's you. Did it skip you?
From my turn, looking at it is when, Io's turn is when, Sito critted him.
Oh, okay.
So during Io's turn, Tito went. And when he swam away, I think you rolled Tito then.
Yeah.
Oh, so I skipped Sif.
That means it didn't happen out of order, improper.
Sif does get to go twice though because he did hold his initiative.
Okay, I'm jumping onto Sito.
Oh god. Oh god.
And like
TPK! TPK!
the people's elbow.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Onto Sito.
Alright, make an attack roll, +2. I'm gonna give you +2 from jumping 20 feet into the air and doing an elbow drop onto him. So just a melee attack.
+10, +10, 20, +20.
I would have loved to have RP'd the 20.
No, go ahead and RP the 3.
Oh, the RP the 3, great. So I jump, I slide down, but like the wind hits in the back. So I just start flailing. And just hit the water.
This is such a shit show.
It is a shit.
Whose idea was this to fight this guy?
My idea was to play D&D tonight.
Alright, so I'm then going to
Make a swim check.
Oh, great. This is all your fault, Io.
I tried to save you, you owe me.
Holy shit!
I'm swimming to Sito and I'm gonna drown him.
You are impervious.
What was that argument versus this?
You make all the swim checks
20
for the
on
next
swimming.
4 rounds. For the next 4 rounds, you are immune to having to make a swim check, as you are swimming perfectly. Alright, so you swim up to him. Make a grapple check. -4. So, let me do his, and I'll tell you what your DC is. Yeah, DC -1.
You can do it, Seth.
So, how do you grapple him?
So I swim over just as I'm, and I grab his tiny goblin neck, and I'm trying kind of find where Io is, but I'm holding him under. I'm like using him as leverage to find Io. So I've got him by the neck and oh!
Oh shit. Stabilize, Io. Fortitude save.
Stabilize.
So fortitude save right now you're at 0, so DC 10. You are stabilized. You are still unconscious, but you're not losing any hit points. However, being that you are underwater, you are now in the danger of drowning. So you need to be extricated from the water in the next round, otherwise you are going to start to drown. I'm gonna attempt to drown myself. So Ezri, that was technically her option to heal. So this guy is gonna attempt to break the grapple because that's all he could do. DC 14 grapple check. Yeah, no. He's being grappled and you're holding him underwater and he's like thrashing out like someone being drowned right now. And he's not able to break your grapple.
So with him in hand, I'm going to get the other hand on him and just dive with him.
Oh shit. Alright, make it.
Because I'm doing the great swimming check already. I'm the greatest. I am Michael Phelps incarnate at the.
So right now you are Michael Phelps incarnate, and you're just grappling him and dragging him down until he loses his breath.
Dragging him down, and I'm going to grab Aya.
Alright, make a grapple check. To keep him grappled. Oh shit.
Come on, -1.
Well, he starts off at -4, so... Yeah, no, that's a nat 14.
Crap.
So, he beats you by 2. So, he breaks away from you and tries swimming up back to the surface. You do, however, see Io as you're coming up.
Grab him. I'm gonna grab him and try to burn.
Alright, grapple check for Io. DC 10. You get him, and you're swimming up with his lifeless corpse.
I'm not lifeless, I'm unconscious. Let's recon that. Should have a sign, unconscious.
So, like, this happens as you're, like, coming up with Io, you break the surface, and you see Sito break the surface as well, and right when he breaks the surface and takes a big gasp, or, breath, Ezri's, like, on one knee, like, waiting, and you see her just plunge her rapier directly into his chest as he comes up, taking a deep breath.
Get it? Get that shooting girl?
Woman be vicious. Boom, right through the chest, and just impales him, and pulls the rapier out as he just, like, is floating there, lifeless. And you see her spit blood into the ocean. Yes! Yes! I think this is a new trend. So started this.
We need character sheet that display how our character is doing.
Right?
You gotta flip it back over and it automatically mirrors it.
And she's just like, I hate the water.
So I'm towing Io over to the anchor,
Yeah.
and then I ask Ezra. So as soon as I grab the anchor with one hand, I got Io. I ask, "Is there any way you can help him?" I just shake him in the water.
Like, mouth to mouth would be a great thing right now.
She looks at him and she's like, man. See if there's anything on that guy. I'll take care of him. And you see her like just reach out. She touches her forehead to the crescent moon, and you hear her, under her breath, mumble something, and all you can make out is her saying a couple words, and then you hear power again as she screams it out and unleashes some gold energy onto Io's lifeless body.
Alright, so I'm gonna go search Tito before his body starts dropping.
Or before you
by his tiny goblin chef hat. Start searching.
Alright. Io, you come to spitting out water everywhere. And Ezri's already climbing up the chain. Jesus Christ. Barely climbing up the chain. In fact, not climbing up the chain at all. And she's like, how did it get so slippery? I hate the ocean.
Water, it gets everywhere.
Alright, let's look at this Dingle Hopper. So, he... Where is Sif? There's Sif. What the hell is that?
I love my bag filling.
You do what?
I said I love my bag filling with things.
Pretty filled with Tiberian Starman.
He's
He's
okay.
just napping
He's
in the
in
bag
the
of
other
holding.
bag, which is in my bag of holding. Bagception, so I don't even feel him.
Mind blown.
So he had a lot of vials in his bag.
I like that. I take all of them.
Okay.
Oh no.
Is that working? Is it giving you multiple ones? Yeah.
Yeah. Good, it's working.
And that's everything that was in his bag except for his armor.
He,
You said he didn't have armor. You said no
So,
armor.
Underneath his cloak, you notice that he has an incredibly lightweight piece of armor, Sif.
Yeah, I'm taking tripping Cito. I'm going to take everything from Cito except
Except what?
except his chef hat.
You sure you don't want his chef hat?
I'm gonna look underneath the chef hat. I'm not gonna take it.
So, you're not... You, looking at his armor, you realize that, you wouldn't be able to wear it as it is, made for a small goblin person. So, as you're inspecting it to take it off of his corpse, one, there's a hole through the chest, and two, you realize that it would only work as maybe a bra for you.
It would fit a small child.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's everything, then I just take his head and shove it underwater and
Shit. All right.
Good riddance.
Dang. Poor Cito.
That almost killed me.
So Ezra's like, good thing we saved your ass. Now, could you get up this chain and get us back onto the boat?
Climbing I can do. Maybe.
don't speak before you roll.
She takes a 5-foot step away from the chain, standing on the water still. Let's see.
Sif, Ezra, you saved my life. Thank you.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna fall on my ass. Start drowning.
Why did... I'm just gonna get and roll that when you're trying to save me.
That's true. This is the time to roll.
I wonder, how heavy is your character? I wonder by you tugging on it if you could break the chain link holding the anchor.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm only 220.
Oh, God! Alright, let's roll percentiles, Sif. If it's under 30%, you break the anchor line as you critically fumble climbing up it. Nice!
Okay.
You
I know
just...
it's okay, you can come back.
He literally just gets up and leaves. I see the door just swinging slowly. While this is going on, Ezri just, like, shakes her head, attempting to run up the chain again, and this time, does it with very, very, very good success. Just jumps on the chain and runs up it. As we wait for Io to come back, are you taking inventory, Sif?
Yeah, well, so, my main question, are they, I mean, do I know what the...
You need to make an alchemy check. And I don't think you have alchemy yet.
I have my craft potion.
It doesn't work. It's a DC 15 craft alchemy check to be able to do it. Identify them.
Okay.
Alright, Io. Sif Nat 1 broke the chain to the anchor and is currently holding on to it as he flies down to
He's
the
lying.
bottom of the ocean.
He's lying, I live.
No, he just Nat 1'd and fell back down into the water, tangled his foot up in the anchor chain, you know, barely keeping himself from drowning.
Drag this water thing out even more.
It's your turn, Io.
Is there anything else I can use to climb up?
The chain?
Thought I said it broke off.
No, it didn't.
Well, I think.
No.
To climb the chain.
Sif just wrapped himself up in it and looked really foolish as he tried to climb it. Make a climb check, DC 10.
Let's do this. I've been revitalized. I can do this.
Shit.
Unlimited power.
So you just
Can
like
you pull me up with them?
like Spider-Man, you just grab fucking Sif by the back of the shirt and you just like glide up the fucking chain, pulling yourself in Sif onto the boat.
Whoa. You saved me. I got you now.
As Sito's body floats further into the distance.
I spit overboard.
Ezri walks over and throws Ben overboard as well.
No! Ben was actually that guy. I sad that Ben had to
search Ben!
She just kind of shrugs.
I didn't get the chance to. You could have had the key.
She was like, oh, oops. Well, you're welcome to dive in. Go elbow first. And she snickers.
I just like take Ezri's hand, like, you saved my life. Thank you.
She's like, yeah, it's getting one of those repeated things. Tell you what, why don't you keep your hands to yourself right now? They're kind of pruny.
I just like dejected. I stand top deck looking out. And Ben's body sinks into the ocean.
Caw-caw! You hear the seagulls pass by. Caw, caw.
So I go in this room that's like full of all the lock stuff.
Yeah.
And the first chest that I walk in, I'm gonna try to like bust the lock with the end of my axe.
Okay. Make a attack roll.
Melee the.
No, like an actual attack roll with your axe.
Oh.
Because you're attacking the lock. Yeah, you hit it, and it doesn't budge, and it like vibrates the axe in your hand.
So I go to the next.
He's gonna go into a rage and just start throwing shit around. God damn it! Why can't I open any of these?
So we'll do the same on the next bigger box, which I'm assuming is a bigger lock.
Yup. Larger lock.
Yep. And we're gonna try it one more time.
DC 18. Nope. Hits it, and you're just like, Kong!
I'm just looking around the main deck just in case that, you know, my spear may be on the deck, maybe it's not in the ocean.
Make a search check.
Find it in the pile bolt that I was almost throwing.
There you go. Yeah, you don't see it. It's not there. It's got to be in the ocean. Who knows?
I search again.
Search again.
There's a lot of water on this deck. Like, you notice how it's just really slick and it's terrible. It must have just fallen off. Who knows?
I continue to search.
Search vigorously.
Yep. Just not finding it.
Search some more. Maybe it's under the bolt. It's gotta be here.
Well, he does this. The camera pans out to Sif and Ezri in the hold. Io, you're gonna do what's called taking 20, which means you can take a it's like an auto success almost. It's like you rolled a 20. It's not a critical success or an auto success, but it's 20 plus your search. So you essentially take 10 minutes searching very carefully, and you get an adjusted 25. So in 10 minutes, you might have an answer.
I will take that. I will spend 10 minutes searching every inch of this boat, pondering why Ezra hates me so much.
I still searching. Same.
Are you trying to open more boxes?
No, I'm getting some food. I'm getting some of the bread that was left over.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna offer it to Ezri.
She takes some, and she's like, "Thank you." And she's sitting in the cot with the blanket wrapped around her. And she's like, "You know what might be a great idea once you're done eating? I'm not one for the galley, but we might want to start a fire and lay like the blankets next to the fire or something to warm them, or at least to warm this room. Are you good with fires?" I've seen our friend up there try to light some fires. Maybe it's because he was trying to light a torch in the rain, but he's not real good at it at all.
So I go look over at him, put the bread in my mouth and eat it. Walk over. Is there a stove?
Yeah, there's a stove in the back. Yeah.
I'm gonna use I'm just trying to light the stove.
Survival check.
Survival.
DC 8. Look at that. You find the button that says ignite. No.
Thank you. Before I started turning it on and using flint and steel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you crack your flint and your steel and you get the stove started. And you could tell after just a couple minutes there's a noticeable difference in the temperature of the room. It's much more cozy.
So I go and gather all the blankets. They're on the...
I know something. You see Io rummaging about?
Like, come out, wherever you are. Your spirit. Your spirit, the spear.
So I grab after we did that, I'm gonna grab a loaf of bread and head up Ear Wander.
You come up with the loaf of bread just as Io goes to the bundle of bolts and finds his spear laying amongst it.
Seth, I found my spear.
You go, and I brought you bread.
Food.
What a great day!
I didn't die. I got food and spear.
Eat fresh.
So,
Io reflexively takes a drink.
So I talked to Aya after he finds started a fire downstairs.
You started a fire?
With the stove.
Oh.
Food. And warming travel.
Broken as a fidget spinner.
Yes.
Nothing beats the
We are warming blanket for travel.
Yeah, I could warm up and dry my clothes myself.
But I think we should start moving.
Well, you can steer the ship while I dry off.
Okay, help me pull the anchor.
I can help you
Not
do
a
that.
one-man job.
You're pretty handy with those bolts.
You know the sails are not up on the mast either.
What?
Why would the sails be up and the anchor be down?
Because they left. They're dumb pirates.
I mean, they left like 2 guys on board. I mean, how smart can they be? Alright, so how much of the strength take are we gonna have to take? And I'm helping Seth, so he gets plus, I guess.
You're trying to like just handle up the anchor. Go ahead and make a strength check. Warning, epic DC.
Do I got a...
You can have a
Or
plus
another
2
human.
though.
Yeah, I'm hoping you should get
Plus.
some pluses.
Yeah,
like
plus
a
2.
+2, maybe.
So you see next to the anchor, there's the anchor reel, and you can see that there's a lever next to it that it looks like you might want to like pull the lever back and forth to bring up the anchor.
I will do that with the help of my friend.
All right, make a strength check. DC 10.
Ah. My
Broke
arm
the ship. You broke the bloody ship.
tired.
So you start just going to town on the anchor wrench, and it's a second before Io even notices that you're doing it the opposite way. So the chain that's like caught onto the anchor winch, you're unwinching. You can feel the boat move a little bit, and just as Io notices it too, you hear clink, clink, clunk as the chain just flies off the back.
Well, that's one way to get rid of the anchor.
Anchor's gone. Well, free floating now.
Well, I guess we better get the sail working or we're going to be floating who knows where.
Maybe directly onto the island.
Well, hey, we got a date with those pirates, you know. Might as well just crash into the island.
So the boat starts like rocking back and forth as it's going with the sways of the ocean, but starts rowing a little bit back and forth as there's no sails up or rowing to keep it about, so you're at the mercy of the tide.
Like, let's go try to get these sails working. We saw the dwarf do it. How hard can it be? I mean, if Franklin the drunken dwarf can do it, surely we can do it.
Poor Franklin. Y'all keep killing all the people.
You're the one who killed the girl. I mean, Franklin had to die.
So you look up and you see that there's like a small rope bridge leading up to the very top of the mast, where there seems to be a little bucket halfway up the mast, so about 30 feet up. And make a spot check. DC 15. It's still raining, by the way. Perfect. So you're able to see that there's some tie-offs up there for the upper fletchlings as well for the sail. So there's tie-offs at the bottom and up at the top in the crow's nest.
Gotta climb up there.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, I'm climbing up.
Waiting for that awesome climb check. How many nat 1s has Sif rolled this session?
Two.
At least. So you start climbing up, Io, and you just lose your footing about 4 steps up, and you just slide down the rope ladder to where you started out.
Guess I'm still
back on the deck.
from like nearly dying. Why don't you take a shot at it, Seth?
As the boat continues to ebb and flow with the crashing waves.
Climb check.
I'll make a spot check as he does this. Yeah, you climb just fine up into the two spot checks.
Guess the first one.
I'm gonna take the second one.
That's not cool. You should take the first one.
So as Sif's climbing, you know the boat's rocking back and forth, and you see the wheel up there is just like spinning out of control. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. So whichever way the waves are crashing, like the wheel's moving the opposite direction. So the boat is just kind of like bobbing heavily left to right, left to right, left to right. As Sif climbs up and makes it to the crow's nest.
Were the tie-offs at the crow's nest?
So it's about, for you, it's about like mid-chest level. You could tell an average person would have to probably reach up a little bit higher, maybe at eye level or above head to reach them, but for you it's about chest level. You could tell they're knotted pretty heavily, though. It's going to require a use rope check, DC 10.
Of course. I wouldn't do anything other than require a use rope.
So you're like one of those parents that are trying to like undo their child's like double knotted shoelaces to try and get them on right. You're having no luck untying this knot from the ballast. Io, what are you doing?
Going to the steering wheel.
You got it! You stop it from moving, but you can feel it in your hands, like it's, as the waves crash into the ship, like it's wanting to turn one way.
Just trying to turn it away from the island.
Oh, you're turning away from the island?
I don't want to crash into it to get it stabilized. I mean, we have no lifeboats or anything.
Okay. So the boat, like, as the waves crash into it, you're spinning it to the opposite side of the island. So you're spinning it west-southwest. And the boat kind of lurches a little bit every couple minutes as the water's crashing into it, because you're not really moving, you're just turning it without moving. So you have no momentum. So it's like if you're just coasting in your car and you're turning the wheel. But you have no momentum to go behind that. So the boat lurches a couple times pretty heavily. It definitely helped Sif out by adding a -1 to his use rope check.
I'm like, Sif, get these sails working.
So it helps me out by giving me a minus.
I mean, if you had profession sailor or knowledge engineering, that could help you out as well with getting
But
these.
I'm not a sailor.
Why didn't you take sailing as a profession, Sif?
Look at that! Is that with the -1?
Yeah.
Nice! You're able to untie.
I got the rope!
You untied the rope, and right away, like, the fletchings start to, like, spring up. So, do you attempt to hold onto the ropes to retie what's left onto the tie-off, or do you let the ropes just fly out?
I'm gonna try to hold it like... I'm assuming I know what boat looks like.
So, the fletchings at the top look like it, because it's the top sail, so it's going to be, it's going to fly out a little bit higher than the bottom sail, closer to the deck. So you could tell that if you don't time this correctly, you could potentially be holding onto the rope as it flings you out from the crow's nest, either direct down 30 feet onto the board or back into the water.
But the sails are gonna go out if I don't tie them.
Yeah, the only problem is make a wisdom check. Let's see if your character's wise enough to understand this.
It's a barbarian.
You got this stuff.
Yeah. So your character's wise enough to understand that if you don't catch and tie off the ropes quick enough, though, as the sail's coming out, then you're going to have to climb to the very top of the mast to try and get the ropes back to tie them off if and when you ever want to close the sail.
I'm going to attempt to catch.
Use rope check.
But we've already lost the anchor,
DC
so
11
the
or
sails too.
DC 10 -1 or DC 11. Let's go
Still on
DC.
the -1?
Yeah. I was not really good at driving the boat.
I can drive things good. The -1's not my fault. You would have messed up even last. My navigation skills cannot be faulted.
All right. Reflex save, DC 10. The 10, you fly and you hit the, or you succeed, you fly and you hit the water. You fail, you fly out of the crow's nest and you hit the deck, taking falling damage. So you're trying to tie off the rope.
Rather hit the boat.
Oh yeah. All right, so you can choose to fail it. All right, so as you're trying to tie it off, the sails are flying out, and the rope just, you're holding onto the rope, and you just fling and fly out of the crow's nest, tumble a couple times, and right before making it way off, skidding into the ocean, you thud onto the deck. Go ahead and, what was that, 30 feet?
Yeah.
It was 30 feet up, so after the first 10 feet, it's 1d6 per 10 feet of fall, so 2d6. 7 points of subdual falling damage.
I prefer that to struggling in water half hour.
Right?
We've only done that twice.
Right? So
3 times.
You get flung onto the deck and fall flat on your back with a mighty thud. And obviously the ropes are not tied off.
But the sails are out.
Yeah, the top sails are out. So now, Io, the wheel's beginning to spin crazy in your hand. It's super hard to keep it straight because the top sail is, with the top sail out, you're catching an uneven amount of air hitting the sail. So the boat's starting to like accelerate up, but it's accelerating into the tide because you don't have the full sail out, so it's hard to control the boat. So it's just spinning in your hand, and as you're trying to grab it, it's like the first time it almost spins your hands around, and it's hard to keep control of the wheel.
I know what to do, I'm not a sailor.
As Sif's laying flat on his back, staring at the sail.
I think we broke this ship. Trying my best to hold on to it. I don't know what's worse, letting the wheel go or trying to fix the sails.
I'm not going back up.
No. This is from the bottom mast. Now you have to let out the ropes on the bottom mast.
Oh, that's fine.
That's
That's fine.
Like, Sif, stop resting.
Why didn't we do that in the first place? You and your misguided information.
We needed the top one too, so...
Not necessarily.
Io did say do the top first.
we need to make things go.
Use rope check. DC 10.
Wait, I can't die. Still -1?
That's what you want.
No.
That's what he wants you to think.
You're moving. So you pop the sails out,
Does
and
it catch the other ropes?
and right as it pops out, you grab the rope and tie it off, and you do that in such a smooth action. The other rope from the top sails just wrap itself miraculously around the actual stern itself, or not the stern, the mast. So it's not tied off, but it's wrapped around the mast, and it knotted itself. So who knows? You might still be able to get it later. And now, Io, it's super easy to control the wheel, and you can tell you're like picking up speed. You're going twice as fast, and you've turned completely the opposite side away from the island. Although the current is moving due east.
Fuck that place, let's go!
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I was tempted to go to the island, get the captain, and do all that, but we don't have an anchor. You know, we're barely sailing this ship. We need to find a map to the mainland. So we know which way to go. You have the compass.
Oh! I call. I'm not climbing back up there. I was gonna use my spyglass. That shit ain't happening anymore.
Well, if you take the wheel, I'll try to climb up there.
No. No one goes up there.
We need to find out where we're going.
So, as Io's spinning the boat around, I'm gonna walk to the front bow of the ship and use my spyglass. See what I can see.
So you
so
just
he's turning it away. So he's turning it east.
yeah. So he's going.
Yeah,
Well, no. So the island is north. He's going south, but the current's going east.
Okay, so it's at our butt.
Yeah.
Okay, so since it's behind, I'm gonna do just a quick little like 180 from the bow of the ship.
Okay. So spot check +2 for your spyglass.
2.
You see the island, and as you turn back and look dead ahead, you see open water and rain.
Io, I don't see anything.
We need to find out where we're going. We can't just be going out to open ocean. We need a better look. Someone has to get up in that crow's nest.
So I come over here and I give Io the spyglass. I say, fine, then you go do it. And I just like put it right in your chest.
Like, fine, I will. Spear. Don't try to hit anything.
So if your character finds it oddly calming, holding on to the wheel and keeping the ship straight.
If you see any krakens, don't go say hi to them.
Your character doesn't even know what a kraken is. Not yet.
I have heard tales of the kraken.
The first level characters take on the kraken. Let's see how this goes.
Not good.
I throw my axe in.
What's the worst that could happen?
Climb up with the...
Alright, DC 15, climb check. Yeah, you don't climb it, like, at all. You start getting your foot onto the rope ladder, and you tangle your foot up into the first step, and you're just, like, sitting there trying to shake your foot, untangle your foot.
Wait a moment to gather my strength, and I'm gonna try again.
So this time you tangle your other foot, and this time it's much worse. Your bootlacings get caught up, and it takes you a good 2 to 5 minutes to tie your bootlacing from being caught in the rope ladder.
Like, we're having technical difficulties, bro.
Have the woman do it.
She's rested, okay? She got, like, acid or whatever thrown in her face.
You go, you still need to go look then.
Give me a moment to untangle myself first.
It's like...
Don't use the ladder. Just go look at the front. Stop trying to climb up there, I warned you.
No, I don't let this thing get the best of me. I mean, this is mano a mano. It's me or him. The match is going down. So, after untangling myself, try again.
Do it up, DC 15! So this time it's even worse. You use your other foot, and this time your entire boot has been caught into the second step, and you're just wound around it in both the first and the second step, and it takes you about another 5 minutes before you can unravel your boot from the rope ladder.
I'm just glad Ezra's not here to see me right now.
As Ev walks up the stairs.
No, she's resting. Come on, we gotta get this thing to no. No.
Just right. Oh.
So about another 5 minutes goes by.
Is there anything at my feet, like a little rock or something?
No,
Oh crap!
just a lot of rainwater.
Give me a second.
I think I can. And I try to climb again.
DC 15. Just barely. It's like it's very sad to see this sight as he's like, you know how you're climbing a ladder and you're not quite sure and it's shaking back and forth. He almost looks like he's gonna fall a couple times, and he does it super slow. It takes him about 5 minutes to climb the 30 feet on the rope ladder. You finally make it to the crow's nest, Kyle.
Alright, then from the crow's nest, I take the spyglass and I try to look around for any mainland.
Make a spot check. D +2.
+2.
+2 for the spyglass.
What about for being like way high in the crow's nest? Don't you get more visual?
No.
Ooh, oh.
Nice try, though. You see the island directly behind the boat and open water in all other directions. The waves look pretty choppy as the storm doesn't seem like it's settled at all from the night before.
Shut down and said, I can't see anything. Just the island. It also took me like 10 minutes to get up here. If it took me 10 minutes to get up there, I'm going to at least take a couple looks around first.
So once the island goes out of view, how did the characters know which direction is which?
Sif has a compass.
Is the island out of view?
Not yet. It's
Well,
How much longer is out of view?
yeah, it's behind you.
Okay.
It's a good mile, probably at this point, 2 to 5 miles behind you. You can still see it, but it is getting smaller. You are traveling at a good speed as all the sails are out.
Try to keep looking for any other land.
Yeah, you take 10. You could take 10, or you could take 20. You're not stressed, so you could take 10 minutes and get 10 plus the adjustment, or
20.
or
I'm
20.
taking the 20.
Alright.
The 20.
You take the 20 minutes, you're looking around, you get an adjusted 24, you see a lot of open water. In 10 minutes, as the time goes by, Sif, like, you're getting to the point where the island's getting smaller and smaller to your view on deck level.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna do anything yet.
I don't think he sees anything.
Oh, wait.
Sif happens to have a spyglass. Nice. As he's RPing driving the boat.
You know he's sailing songs.
Somebody in chat, please clip that. That was amazing. I think I need to go back and do that real quick.
Yo,
Baby Sif!
Baby Sif, tell us which way to go. Oh, wait.
Sif happens to have a spyglass. Thanks. She's RP riding the boat. Do you happen to know any sailing songs? So you still don't see anything, Isle.
Hey, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't think there's anything out there, Sif.
If we turn back.
If we turn back to the island, then what are we going to do with an island? And there's more pirate friends who aren't going to be very happy.
Well, I've been thinking to myself. We do have food. Alcohol. Have vision. So, could go in opposite direction.
And leave them on the island.
Yeah, just from there. Just take this. This is our boat.
Well, we could have, like, as we wake up, someone could search the captain's quarters. Maybe there's a map or something.
They finally decide to search the captain's quarters.
Well, I'm kind of busy. I mean, I'm in the crow's nest, and he's driving the ship.
Oh, moving before they came back.
There's a letter that says, "Do not kill the cook." He's the only one that knows. He's the only one that knows the secret to finding the extra dimensional space where all the treasure's kept.
Well, I guess if I'm gonna climb down from the crow's nest, and while Sif is driving, maybe search the captain's quarters. So, do I have to do climb down? I suppose.
And unless you want to fall.
Not particularly, no.
I mean, you could just take a jump. You could just take a dive.
I'd rather not.
All right, climb check, DC 10. It's easier going down than coming up. Yeah, so you fall.
Come on, fall all the way. I mean, it's not like it's a 1.
No. You only fall 28 feet instead of 30 feet. So
Yeah,
you make it
only
a
1
couple
by 6.
steps down. So you're good. It's only 1d6. So go ahead and roll 1d6 points of subdual damage as you fall and land flat on your back. 6 points of subdual damage. Look at that. The one time you roll maximum, it's against yourself. Baby Sif is entertained.
Yes.
Alright, so you land flat on your back.
Get up, you idiot, and give us a search.
Give me a minute. You fell too. Let's cover. I go back below deck. I'm trying to. I guess we would never find a key or anything, so it's still locked.
It's true.
So.
There's a lock on the door. Do you have
Try
a
to
pick
keep it
lock?
down, try to break the lock.
Oh shit. Alright, make an attack roll.
Our boat.
Attack roll or like strength?
Are you attacking the lock? Are you trying to break it? Or
I'm trying to I'm kicking on it around to break it down.
trying to break the door down?
We're trying to break the lock.
Okay. Make a melee attack against the lock. It's got a break DC, and that's not it. So you're just like kicking at it and punching at it, and it's mocking you. So it's a wooden
I
door
did like
with
a
the
running
keyhole.
start and like shoulder slam into the door.
All right. All right. Make a strength check. DC 15. Locked door. No, don't do a do a melee attack. Sorry.
Melee attack. Okay.
Yeah. So like a bull rush. So you run into the door, and you just like that, and you just like slam into it. Go ahead and roll 1d4 points of subdual damage. As you run it directly, shoulder tackle the door, but the door is unaffected, kind of like Sif's elbow drop into the ocean. You take 4 points of subdual damage and come close to knocking yourself out, trying to shoulder tackle the door. You know in
At this
cartoons
point-
where they have like birds like in a ring around your head?
At this point, I'm like, Ezra, do you know any like unlocking door spells?
She looks at that door, she looks at you, and she's huddled up in a blanket. Just like chillaxing, and she's like, fuck that door.
We need to find out what's in there.
Baby Sif will take it out. Let him crawl at it. Bye bye, Sif. Oh, he says I want to stand. I'll use a open lock check. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I go up and I yell at someone like, Seth. I'm like huffing and puffing. Like, this door. Not want to budge. I'm trying to hurt myself.
I tell him to go get the wheel.
Oh,
And
shit.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to go. I think I need to take a nap.
No. Don't hold the wheel.
Like, no, like, Ezra, can you hold the wheel for a second? I mean, sailing's fun. Why don't you try it so I can take a nap? My turn to rest.
She just gives you like a disapproving scowl face, and she's like, "Do I look like a sailor?"
You don't have to be, so just hold the steering wheel.
What? That's a terrible idea. What? Kalen's up there. He's doing a great job. Just let it
I need to
be.
come down to get the door.
You're fine. Just give it another shoulder tackle. I'm sure you loosened it.
I'm gonna knock myself out.
She's like even
It's like,
funnier.
I'm not slamming into it, but I'm gonna try to kick it down again.
Alright, melee attack. So you give it a kick, and the door hinges break, but the door's still locked. So like the side of the door with the hinges come flying back, but you still can't quite get past the door because the lock's still in effect.
What was the point of the door?
It's a door protecting the captain's room. It's a sturdy door, man. It's a heavy wooden door. Break DC 18.
But it's like 1 point.
I know, that's why it came off the hinges. And the lock is taunting
If you're
you.
off the hinges, I mean, another kick should be the trick.
It should, DC 18.
DC 18, come on, it's like off the hinges.
You have to roll a natural 13 or higher to break this door. You in 4 attempts, you haven't been able to roll 13 or higher.
I rolled a 17.
No, natural, because you got +5. There you go. Filled with anger and vigor that this door has beat you for the last 5 to 10 minutes, you give a solid kick right at the lock, and you can feel it just crumple under the weight of your boot and fly back against the wall, revealing the captain's room. As you do this, however, You hear a spring go off as the door, as you kick through and the lock is disjoint. You hear as it sounds like a dart comes out, flying out from behind the door.
The door. Why would the captain's door be booby-trapped if he's gonna kill himself?
Maybe it's booby-trapped if you don't use the key. Does it hit Io? Oh, God! The dart hits Io for how much? It's 3 points of damage. He's at 12 points total damage. 9 subdual. 3. You feel a dart hit right into your chest, and it stings just a little bit. And you're like, God, that was annoying. Make a fortitude save. DC 10.
I almost died once today. The door's about to kill me.
Hey, if you were a paranoid captain, you feel like this terrible burning sensation in your chest, as you can feel maybe what feels like poison gripping at your chest, at your lungs, and at your heart. Suddenly your heart starts beating super fast, super fast. You bend over panting, and you break out into a ridiculous amount of sweat, just pouring sweat onto the ground, but you manage to stave off the toxin effects.
Alright, I'm searching the room.
The private bunk of the captain also serves as his chart room and office. You find a comfortable cot and a nightstand are in one corner, and maps and charts and other navigational tools cover the walls. There is also a small writing on the desk containing numerous logs and record books detailing the captain's dealings in both spices and slaves. Captain's log, supplemental. A thorough search of the cabin will reveal ... Please make a search check now. So you find the table directly in front of you to be locked, and going through the drawers you can't get into them. The busted down door behind you, as you look towards the door, you also see where would have been behind the door. There seems to be a little triggering device that's running a wire to the lock as well, and it's holding in place a mini dart gun. Beyond the numerous logs, beyond the numerous logs and recording books, you will also find that the very comfortable looking cot is disheveled and sleeping blankets and what looks like a pillow made completely out of silk. There's a locker at the foot of the bed directly to your character's left that looks made of wood and also has a nice lock on it.
Is the chest booby trapped?
I don't know, is it? Make a check for traps. You can't do that. You're not a rogue.
Yeah, like, I don't think you can do that.
No, you can't. Sif knows all about.
I'm gonna try to open up the chest. The table is booby trapped. Is there the map like on the table? Can I look at the map without opening anything?
Sure. There's the maps are on the wall. Maps and charts are all over the wall, as well as some navigational tools. There's also what looks like maybe a temperature gauge up on the wall. Tells you that it's a beautiful 58 degrees.
Alright, I look at the maps on the wall, and I'm trying to find the island and any other land near the island so I know which way to get to the mainland.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no sticker on there that says you are here. So you haven't seen any maps like this before. It looks like something completely different from any of the maps you've seen in the past.
Well, I see the booby trap, but I'm already pretty beat up as it is, so I'm not going to try to open the chest just yet. I'm gonna go tell Sif what I found. I'm like kind of like panting and taking it really slow. And I'm like, Sif, this door was booby trapped. And I'm about ready to pass out again. It looks like there's a chest and booby trap table in there, but I'm not really to risk trying to open anything else. I don't think it can take much more of this without resting.
Baby Sif says deal with it.
I'm like, here's your bed, gentlemen. I gotta take a nap. Gotta sleep this off. Like, trying to get Edward to steer so he can check out the. So I go back in. I'm careful to avoid like the main shop. I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap on the captain's bed because I'm not sleeping in any here. Like after this, I'm sleeping on the silk pillow. I'm just gonna sleep here for a while.
You pass out like a rock the second you lay down in the nice silk sheets. Oh, I see the baby Sif. Look at him playing the pack and play thingy. Jumping jungle gym thing. So Io goes and passes out. Io passes out, yeah.
Judgment.
Yeah, Io's passed out.
Where's my interweb?
Oh no, I lost the connection to Sif.
We're losing Sif.
Alright, there we go. Okay, we're good.
I see little Sif moving.
Yeah, I know. As Ida says, best judgment. I look off straight ahead of the boat. Do I see any, not landmarks, obviously, but celestial signs, like the moon?
You see a whole bunch of clouds and a lot of rain and a lot of water as the island looks even further away.
It's gonna keep going.
Whee! So a couple hours go by and you're just standing out there on the deck, lost in thought, and hanging out in the cold rain in the ocean. And Esri comes up topside, and she's got a couple blankets with her, and she comes up and she's got some piping hot drink, and she hands you the glass, and she's like, I brought you some coffee and a nice blanket. I guess I could take over the wheel for a while if you want to go catch some rest.
Say, grab both of them as I thank you, and then I go down. Kato's on.
She just starts spinning the wheel, like, wee!
Are you
Wee!
sure it's forward to keep it straight, Seth?
Wee!
I'm gonna die at sea.
I thought she was halfway intelligent.
Girls just wanna have fun, Seth. Don't you know that?
Girls just want to have fun. Yeah! Baby Sif, tell them all. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to leave it off, as Io and Sif both sleep.
Yes. Agreed. Murdering Zito.
Around
My
with
favorite
that
part of this.
ballista bolt dropped on me. The door almost kills me. Mass Destone almost kills me.
Listen, you had a very eventful night.
Terrible. I like made up for all the natural 20s I got in the second session. Now I'm like,
let's see. I tied the ropes with a net. And that was pretty much, I think, only 20 rolled.
Next
Other,
time.
no,
and
I
the
don't know.
D&D.